Good morning, YouTube. It is I, Danielle, better known as Danielle Happy Medium, and it has been a while. But I'm back after having what I would say was a little bit of a break. And in today's video, a topic up for discussion today, we're going to talk about the story in mediumship and how this can help your mediumship move forward in a much more natural, a much more evidential, and a much more accurate way of doing things. So when a lot of people say to me, what do you mean by the story, Danielle? Well, what I basically mean is you tell the story of the communicator. And by this, the simplest techniques that I can give you when you're doing this is when you first connect to the spirit world, you're normally either given a word, a feeling, or an image. And I know this because I've trialed and tested it in a few of my workshops, my own mediumship, so I know that this technique actually works. And what you need to do is when you get the first word, so say for example, we had dad. By the time you've heard dad, you will have already had an opportunity to start and look across the room, or you might have heard whereabouts in the room you need to be. From there will probably be either another word, so cancer, and then another word will then drop in. What you're starting to do is build the story of the communicator that has come through. Because when we allow these things to go on, it means that it becomes accurate of the spirit world, but also accurate for the people here to the earth plane. Another one is clairvoyance, which is when we be shown an image of a particular watch. From that watch will then come a hand. Then we can see what communicator we've got. So we've got a gentleman with us. And as we start to build that picture, the evidence becomes more and more fitting of that communicator. If we want to do it on a clairsentience link, then it's a feeling. So, for example, when we get a stab into the heart, we have a heart attack. We then will get maybe another image to link us in to show us that it's a lady. So your story's starting to build. And lots of people come to me about accurate information, how to get their evidence accurate. This is one of the sure, fast ways to get accurate evidence. Because if you tell the story of the communicator, you will then become accurate in the information that you're given, because if you use the intelligence of the spirit world and allow the story to unfold as it needs to without you getting involved and bringing in the checklist, then you will tell the story of the communicator, accurate evidence, and being able to allow that story to build of its own accord. Now, I talk about this more in depth on a live I did, I think, which was last week, but I do have a live coming up next week as well. I think around the 4th or the 5th. Hopefully you'll come along and join me. You maybe question me a little bit more on this technique and see if it works for you. I know lots of people who will struggle with this as the first hurdle. Reason being because they're so used to doing the checklist, or they've been structured into how they do their mediumship. This is what I call freestyle and mediumship, which can take a little bit of time for your mind to adjust, but it is possible and it can be done. I'm living proof of it. And I know there's lots of other mediums out there that are starting to do their mediumship very much like this. The big term for it is storytelling mediumship. Storytelling mediumship is a big thing now in the industry, which is allowing to tell the story of the communicator. But in essence, to this video, we've talked about what is the story of mediumship, and hopefully you found this video beneficial, and hopefully I will see you all on the live Q&A next week. But for now, I've been Danielle, better known as Danielle Happy Medium. Please do like, share, and send this video around and about there for us. I will be grateful, and I'll see you all very, very soon.